Hello, hello, hello. Let us know who's in. Say hello in the comments. All right. So much for the intro. We're going to get right to it. Hello, hello, everybody that is joining us live. And if by chance you're not joining us live, welcome to the replay. It is Tuesday, September the 3rd. Feels like a Monday, though. And we are here with a new Moss Mail. Welcome to the mail room. So I feel like it's so far back that I can't read.
It is.
What's going on, Elder Kasim? Thank you for joining us. If you all would go ahead and share, let me say it like this. If you feel like somebody is going to benefit from this conversation, from this interaction, it do seem like we're a little far back, don't it? Let me see. Go ahead and share. There we go. Go ahead and share this live, this link. Share it with them or either share it on your page. And we would be so grateful if you would do that. Before we even announce the topic, we're going to be talking about friends and family, the influence that they have or should have in our relationship. So, yeah, go ahead and share that. Now, tonight, I'm going to just be honest with y'all. It might get a little messy. And that's okay with me. You know what I'm saying? So I know how to clean up mess. But it might get a little bit messy. You might have a different view. You might have a different opinion. You might have a different outlook on what's being said or what's being presented by us, by her, by me, by any other commenter. And that's fine, but we're not going to fall out about it or anything like that. So, yeah. So go ahead and start sharing. Thank you, Miss Kenya Sadler. And hello, welcome to the mail room.
Hey, Aunt Lou.
What's going on, Auntie Lou? Oh, Lord, I got to put my filter on. Maybe. Welcome to the mail room. If this is your first time joining us, thank you, thank you, thank you. If you would go ahead and share that with us. Way of announcements. If you would like a Moss Mail Live t-shirt, by all means, hit us up at officialmossmail@gmail.com or either inbox her or either on the Moss Mail Live page. Click that message us button and it'll come directly to us. Tell us your sizes. Currently, we're just offering black right now. And let us know your sizes. We'll give you the Cash App information, and we'll be more than happy to make that transaction. We actually have a few on hand right now that you don't have to wait to have ordered and pressed and all that. So let us know. If we have your size, we'll go ahead and make that transaction. If not, then we'll just do an order. So what's going on, Miss Tammy Parsons? Happy belated anniversary. Kind of jealous that y'all went to the Poconos and celebrated, but I'm happy for you. I love it when we travel and do great things and enjoy our lives. What's going on, Mr. St. Louis? What else? Oh, guess what, y'all? The covers for our book are finally finished. Yay! Yay! So yeah, the covers, the front and the back covers for our book are finished. Now all that has to be done is the final editing of the actual manuscript, and we'll be ready to put it together and present it to you all and do a pre-sale and a pre-launch and prepare for an official launching where we're going to probably do a live meet and greet, but it ain't going to be on video. You're going to be actually able to, excuse me.
Say half your face is showing.
Oh. How's that, y'all? Let me see. Can y'all see my whole face now? If you can see my whole face, say whole face.
You know it's a little delayed.
Yeah, I'm waiting so. But yeah, so it'll be a actual where you can come and it says shift to the left. Am I good now? Let me know if hey, Miss Kim Baker, let me know if y'all can see all of me. And not just half of my face. Let me know that before I proceed, so I can sit still. Yeah.
Whole face.
All right, good. Now we're cooking with gasoline. But yeah, so when we do our book launch, we're gonna do it to where you can come and fellowship a little bit. Ooh. Fellowship with us, and we sign your book. We can take some pictures and all of that wonderful stuff. So, thank you all again for your support. Oh, last announcement I think is if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please, ma'am, please, sir, go to YouTube after this broadcast and go to youtube.com, type in the search Moss Mail Live. Our page should come up, click the subscribe button as well as the little notification bell so that when we post, you will get an announcement about what we post. Matter of fact, if y'all can get us to 100 subscribers tonight, I got a treat for y'all. I know many of you really don't know this comedic side of me, but I want to introduce y'all to somebody that y'all never seen before. And if we get the numbers that we need, y'all will see more and more of him. But until then, I don't know. But if we can get to 100 subscribers, I think we have like 51, 52, give or take a little bit. If we can get up to 100 subscribers on YouTube, he's going to make an appearance. And if we can get, I think we need like maybe between 4 to 2 new followers on our Moss Mail Live Facebook page.
4 to 2.
Yeah, because it was 290 something.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
I don't know the exact number. That's why I said what I said.
Oh.
So anyway, get those numbers to 300 or more. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Something else, you made me lose it. It'll come back to me. Let's see. Oh, yeah, let me turn my head around for this. This is going to be my shout out for the night. And y'all just hold your ears. Y'all go ahead and share. Shout out to the people who don't read. Shout out to the nosy, messy Christian folk who do not read. I'm going to tell you why. Yesterday we had a post. It was a little joke about leaving the relationship or whatever the case, but it was a relationship with food. So, the cute thing about the post was we have a younger cousin of mine or ours, who saw the post, who it really disturbed. She's like, oh my God, Mom, call Moss and call Terry, find out what's going on. They cannot be breaking up. So that really blessed us. A lot of our friends and family, they thought it was cute, got a laugh out of it. Everything is fine between me and Miss Terry. We are not getting a divorce. She ain't cheated on me or none of that. But let me tell you something, and I hope this person is watching. I'm tired of you. I'm really tired of you, and I need you to stay in your lane. I need you to, my mama taught me to respect the elders and stuff, but you need to be respectable. If you don't want my wife married to me, I don't give a F-U-C-K.
No. You might as well have said it.
No. We got Aunt Lou on here. I don't give, and quit interrupting me, please. I don't give a F-U-C-K if you do not want me to be married to Miss Terry. Currently, I am her husband, and until the Lord decides to remove me or her, we're going to be together. Or unless something just happens catastrophically and we get a divorce. So until then, I need you to stay off of her page and keep your damn opinion to your damn self. I don't care if you don't like me. I don't care if you don't like me for her. And your commentary on that post was unnecessary and unwarranted. And I really want to block you because you messy all across Facebook.
Shift it.
Go that way. I'm talking about the whole chair. Y'all messing up my reading.
Okay.
I need to keep the same spirit. Is that better? Can y'all see my whole face now? Because I'm thinking it's really the camera.
It is, because you had slid it forward without.
Okay, so. All right, y'all just might have to see half of my face tonight, but what I'm saying is most important. But like I was saying, listen, and let me say this for anybody else who don't think that me and Miss Terry should be together and that she ain't the perfect or suitable mate for me and I'm not the suitable mate for her. Look, we've been in this thing for 24 years. We've been married 24 years. We've been together 28 years. And I really shouldn't even have to be addressing this, but I am, because I'm sick of y'all. Some of y'all messy saints. And that's one of the reasons why I don't fool up with y'all church folk. Now, y'all make me sometimes want to forget that I even know Jesus. I got a personal relationship and he's working on me and God is working on me and I'm working with him to work on me. And I know some of y'all are not used to hearing me speak this strongly, but it's okay because he's always been down inside of me. So, Ma'am, you know who you are. Stay out of our business. Stay out of our marriage. We ain't going nowhere. And if I feel led when I see you again, I'm going to address it face to face. So we just cut it on off. All right. Clap your hands, everybody.
Tell the Lord thank you.
All right. So shout out to the people who don't read. Because the Bible says that we perish for a lack of knowledge. And we lack knowledge sometimes because we fail to read the whole thing. If your clumsy cuckoo self would have read the whole daggum post, you would have seen that it was a daggum joke.
Or if you read with some understanding, because a lot of times folks read, but they're not getting understanding. And that's why we have so many different interpretations of the Bible that's in error. Now, let's go on to something else.
Where's my do not disturb it? Well, right there. Okay. So we back. But yeah. And y'all need to tell messy people to stay out of y'all's relationships. If they ain't wait a minute. We're going to get to this email because that's part of what I want to say tonight. That's part of what I want to contribute. But I had to address somebody directly about that. You done got on my good nerve tonight.
Are we ready for the email?
All right, y'all go ahead and share. I'm done with that. Y'all go ahead and share. We get ready to get into this email. You know the drill. Pull up close. Open up your ears. Turn your volume up. Get your drink. Get you some popcorn. Get some chips. A good snack. A little sandwich. While we open up this email. Because y'all going to need some strength tonight. I told you it might get a little bit messy. I forewarned you. All right.
Let me do this first.
What are you doing? All right, here we go, y'all. What's going on, Mr. Clark? Who else was that? Hey, cousin Melissa, Missy. All right, dear Brad and Terry, I hope all is well with the two of you. I have a question about friends, relatives, and relationships. So my wife and I have a circle of friends that includes a few of her family members. We all go out, hang out, and chill from time to time, and we have a great time. My wife is very close with one of her cousins and goes to visit absent of me from time to time, which is no problem because they are family. Well, one of the weekend hangouts. Where? Oh, I missed that whole thing. Well, recently I wasn't able to attend one of the weekend hangouts due to prior plans, so I told my wife to go ahead and go. Well, my event ended early, so I decided to pull up at my wife's cousin's place. It's not uncommon for the door to be unlocked, so I let myself in. The music was loud and nobody heard me come in, nor did I see anyone. I proceeded to make my way to the usual gathering spot in the house, and lo and behold, I see my wife booed up with another man. Needless to say, I turned the whole party out. After a long argument, I found out that not only had my wife been hooked up with that guy that night, the other times that I didn't come to party with the group, she had FUCKED, a few different guys, and her cousin was the one who set it all up. My question is, how much influence should family have in your relationships? How do you handle hanging out with friends because a couple of the so-called friends wanted to try to hook up with my wife too, because they were always making sideways compliments and being extra with attention to her? My wife has apologized to me, but honestly, I really don't trust her anymore, and I damn sure don't trust her family or them so-called friends. Please help. Sincerely, effed over by family and friends.
Oh, you're good, because I would have said all the words.
Yeah, right. Now you was trying to beat me out.
Well, see, I only beat you. Because I'm still trying to get you.
Okay, well, go ahead and do the recap then.
Okay, so we have a man here talking about his wife, family member, who seemingly, or does actually have gatherings, and where the wife whenever the wife goes without him, she ends up hooking up with individuals while there, and he just so happens to come to one of these events, and she has been hooking up, and that's when the straw that broke the camel's back. And so now he's wondering how to address it. Was it how? No. Or how much influence should a family member have in your relationship?
And you left out some stuff. The cousin set up the hookups.
Well, yeah.
The cousin provided the place of the hookups and the connections and the participants. So it sounds to me that the cousin has more influence in the wife's life than the husband does. And the question is, how much influence should family and friends have in your relationships? Pretty much. So, Kim said scandalous ducks and monkeys. Exactly.
Don't you know?
First of all, it's sad that you can't trust family to, number one, stay in their place. Now, I realize that a lot of times in relationships, people have close-knit family. They have close-knit relationships with their family, mother, fathers, cousins, aunties, or whatever. And friends, girlfriends, boyfriends, whatever you call them, friend girls, whatever. But, I mean, to what level should these people have a say-so in your relationships? That's the question.
They shouldn't. Because the covenant is not between you and them. The covenant is between you and who you said your vows to.
Right.
So for a person to allow that much reign in their relationship, there's a problem. And seemingly that family member apparently has some information on that person. That's why they continue to do what they say or stay involved in them and allow so much reign, because they have some information that could be detrimental to whatever.
Well, let's say this is not that situation. Let's just say that these cousins or this aunt or whoever, it's a cousin in this particular case. But when we deal with family, let's go to the whole family tree. Let's deal with the whole tree. You know, in some people's family, they have that one cousin that they're real close to, mm-hmm. or that one aunt that's real influential in the family, or that one family member, period, that's kind of influential, the matriarch or the patriarch of the family. And if they don't accept X, Y, Z, then they try to put that whole influence or mandate on everybody. And I don't believe that that's right.
It's not. And I guess too, from a person that has been influenced by the matriarch of the family, I guess there's a level of respect for that person that you give them so much, especially for me, I'm talking from my own experience, where I left from home to being married. And so it was kind of hard for me to relinquish or do away with how my parents felt, because what I did and how I did things, I always wanted to be accepted by my parents and get that praise and validation from my parents. So for me, it was kind of hard to sever those ties and be with my husband and listen to what he had to say. So maybe it's kind of sort of, that might be an older cousin, and that cousin has always been
right.
the
influencer.
Yeah, and so what they say is valid. Like what they introduce, ooh, that's cool. Because they always been that had that role in their life.
Right. Well, I'm gonna say my piece right now. God darn it.
But it's not good.
If you a family member, I don't care if you are the greatest auntie, the greatest uncle, if you are the best cousin, listen, stay in your lane. Give your opinion, share your thoughts, share what you feel. Everybody has that freedom, but there should still be a level of respect for your friend or for your family member.
Absolutely.
And I know that our love for people causes us to kind of cross boundaries at times. Or girl, if I was you ought to. We understand it because of the depth of your love for people. But at the end of the day, we've seen it numerous times in several relationships. I don't care if people got an Ike and Tina relationship. Mm-hmm. excuse me, at the end of the day, they could forgive each other and get back together.
Right.
Forgive each other and get back together.
Yeah.
So sometimes your opinion can damage more than it can help.
Right.
What's going on, Miss Nicole? What's going on, Monique Banks? What's going on, Lady O? Sometimes our opinion can hurt, especially when we didn't ask you.
Right. We might just be, because a lot of times what happens is when something is going on in a relationship, which first of all, everybody's talking about the cousin disrespect, yes, but I'm pretty sure this cousin is the person that the wife goes to and talks to on a regular basis. Right. So with that being said,
they're disrespectful.
The wife has opened the door
and crossed the line.
Yes.
Exactly.
So that's why the cousin is feeling comfortable. The person that's in the relation, gives that door
consent.
Yeah, to say, yeah, I'm allowed disrespect by divulging information to people that's not able to handle your information.
Right.
And so I think if she probably was talking to a counselor versus her cousin and not giving her cousin the inside scoop on what's going on, that cousin may not have been allowing her,
cross those lines.
Because if my friend is telling me something about her relationship, well, me personally, I wouldn't do it, but thinking like the cousin, I'd be like, well, since you having so many problems, honey, how about we hook you up with so XYZ?
Right.
So she kind of opened that door for that to happen.
Right.
She had to.
Right. And made the cousin feel comfortable enough to create a platform where you can come and play and cheat and hook up with all these other people and do all this other foolishness. And it was okay. That effing foolishness that's foolishness on a whole nother level. That's that's what causes and provokes people to be killing people.
Because it's disrespectful.
It's very disrespectful. It's very disrespectful. And see, the man could have came up in the house and shot up everybody.
Yeah, he could have.
He could have came in there and killed everybody. Even innocent bystanders. They have nothing to do with nothing. So what level of influence should people have, should your family or your friends have in your life? Like you said, whenever we first got married and you had a difficulty of making that transition.
It was hard.
It's understandable. You'd never been a wife. You'd never been lived outside of the home or away from your parents.
Very sheltered.
Very sheltered. I mean, didn't really know all of the roles and responsibilities of the wife.
No more than what I saw.
No more than what you seen of your mama.
And I didn't want that life.
So, I mean, at first I didn't understand it. My thing was, you my wife, you need to be here. I want you to spend time with your people, but don't forsake your wifely duties. Don't forsake me. And we had some issues. I had issues with that. I took issue with that. And at one point I was like, no, if you're going to be over there all the time, take your ring and go back over there. So, I mean, it can cause problems. And that's why it's important to have counseling, premarital counseling, so that you can get useful information. And that's something that a lot of times people don't even really cover. They don't cover that transitional period. They just say, oh, you supposed to leave and cleave. Well, what the hell did that really mean? What does that really mean, to leave and to cleave?
And even with, so we did it younger, even with somebody that has been independent for years and then they decide to get married, that's a transitional period that they have to deal with, from going from independence to being a couple.
Or even a person who's used to hanging out, having their freedom, chilling with their friends all the time. You know what? Sleeping over it. It's a transitional period, and I will say you have to be understanding during that time, because if not, you're gonna lose your marriage.
Oh yeah, and that's what I believe that first 5 years of a relationship is all about. Is that transitional period. Granted, sometimes you have children going into it, and that just adds to the mix so much.
Yeah.
But yeah, so counseling is in order, not only just for the beginning before you get married, but as you process your way through, you need to continue to get that reinforcement, that encouragement, that eye opener, that get stuff off your chest to be able to communicate with each other. Because a lot of times that's the problem. You don't communicate, and it causes a lot of issues.
Right. So let's look at some of these comments. Kim said that cousin doesn't respect the marriage. Absolutely not. And that's one of the things about us, is we have learned to always project a united front. What?
Stanley Earl.
Oh, you know what?
I hate you.
Oh, Lord. Thomas, we have always tried to project a united front. When we go out, when we hang with people, when we fellowship with people, even if we have a disagreement or we are on the outs, when we are before the people, you won't really know. Because we're not going to allow you to do anything or say anything to try to infiltrate, to wedge between us and promote your agenda.
Right.
So now, when we get in the car, we might fall out. We might cuss and fuss like cats and dogs. Tom and Jerry. But we're not going to bring that to the forefront. We're not going to bring that. And we're not going to welcome unsolicited opinions and all of that stuff. So, yeah, you got to learn to protect your relationship. Monique Banks said that kind of foolishness should not be tolerated. Absolutely, it should not be tolerated. Kenny said about how people can get killed. Absolutely, people can get killed. What else? The wife could be easily influenced, period. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's what it sounds like, and their relationship, because like I said before, the wife, apparently this cousin is somebody they confide in on a regular basis, so there's a close-knit relationship there. So whatever that cousin information she has gotten from the wife, that's what that cousin is using to, okay, you need to hook up with this person, here's somebody for you. Or they bring people in just for that cousin to have somebody to be with when the spouse is not there.
And can we be all the way transparent?
Be.
And if family is watching, I don't know why I have to apologize, but I'm not going to apologize because it's just the truth. There was a time when we were separated that other people were contacted to come see my wife and to take her out on dates. We were still married. We was just separated, living separately at the moment. Mm-hmm. Very disrespectful. Very disrespectful. Now, I was in my own situation. Yeah. Mm-hmm. This time. Yeah, I was in my own situation. And I guess to some point we had said we would moved on. Yeah. I guess. But still, how would you feel if you... Well, I mean, I can see how parents kind of sort of would do that. It's still wrong. But yeah, so we've had our own situation where people have been called to try to come in and to hook up and to connect. Rekindle, whatever, you know. And it's disrespect. Let people go through their go-through. And if and when they decide to split up, then you can play matchmaker and Tinder and christiansmeat.com.
I'd rather you not for me. Don't do that.
Me neither, because I'm picky, very picky in particular, so don't try to help me.
Because I'm trying to be a hoe.
You be a happy hoe.
Yes.
So, Sonya Coach said the whole family is messy and I wouldn't deal with them. Yeah, that's the whole, it kind of makes you put a judgment on the whole family. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, just out of pocket, disrespectful, just disrespect.
So how do you build from here? Like, what
do you build? Because he said she apologized, but he's done.
Yeah, so what do you do from here? How do you get, because I'm pretty sure other people have been in this situation where the family has been in so much so that has caused,
got something to say about everybody and everything.
Because and has caused so much disrespect in a family, in a relationship, to where you want to split but you don't split. Right.
Well, let's deal with that. In my opinion, I believe the way you build from that is you have to safeguard your relationship, and you have to keep your business moving forward. What goes on in your home, what goes on in your relationship stays between you and your spouse. And maybe it might be best to get a third party that's not even a member of the family.
Not a member of the family.
Not a friend of the family, not none of that. That's not even connected to the family.
Right.
That somebody who can really help you. Because you don't need, it's easy to find somebody who, you need to leave, you need to get with somebody else, you need to do this. It's easy to find somebody to tell you that.
Right.
But if you've made up your mind to stay and to forgive,
right,
and to love,
right,
and to move forward and to grow, you have to safeguard your relationship from anything that is contrary to what it is you desire. Especially if you and your spouse, your mate, your partner have came together, forgiven each other, you've reconnected, if you made a bond and a covenant to say, we're going to stick this out and we're going to move forward. That's number one. Number two, surround yourself with people that can strengthen your marriage. Some stuff just got to stop. Some activities just got to stop or either be put on hold until the marriage is healed. Right. Because if not, what's going to happen? Certain environments and certain activities is going to going to be triggers and just throw you back in these cycles. You're going to be thinking the same mess is going on. So,
and
I mean,
she could actually be not.
She could be dotting every I and crossing every T.
But because you're in that environment, you thinking because of the trust has been broken.
Right. Yep. So
he said, move away.
Kenny said, run. Sonya said, move away, start anew. Yeah. Sometimes moving away can help if you can afford to do that, but sometimes you can't afford to move away. So I would just believe in blocking people in real life. I believe in separating people, unfollowing people in real life.
Right. You have to. And that's the only way you're going to safeguard it. Like, you really going to have to give the boot to folks out of your life.
Give people the gift of goodbye.
I love you, fam, but
I'll see you when I see you. No. I may not come to every function, but hey, I'm working on my relationship right now. And if they have a problem with your spouse, you just have to maybe visit separately, huh?
No, I'm talking to myself.
Visit. You need to talk to yourself. Need to talk to yourself a little bit more quieter. Distracting me from my thoughts. You got to do what you got to do.
Right.
And but yeah, you have to safeguard and protect your relationship. You can't be moved by the opinions of people. Girl, you stupid for staying with him, man. You shouldn't stay with her. You can find somebody that won't deal with that bullshit. I mean, you can find anybody to tell you all kinds of stuff that you want to hear. But where are the people that are genuinely in your corner that say, I want to see y'all make it. Y'all been through some shit, but use that shit as fertilizer. And I want to see y'all grow. I want to see y'all make it. I want to see y'all recover. I want to see y'all rebound. I want to see y'all happy. That's the kind of folks you need to be around.
And I'm grateful for having those type of people in
Yeah.
my corner.
Just like that post yesterday. I mean, people was really, they was really distraught because they thought that we was breaking up or whatever the case may be. But it warmed our hearts to know that people really love the fact that we are together. That our union is being beneficial and a help to them. I mean, that was wonderful for us.
Right.
So, I mean, yeah.
My head about to get small. What? Your head is about to get small. Why?
That's an old saying, like, I'm not going to be present. I'm not going to be in the midst of them, because the further away I get, the smaller my head is.
Oh.
That's an old saying.
Yeah.
I got you, Kim. I got you.
You know, I'm a little slow. I was sheltered. Y'all don't believe
Listen,
that.
Kim, you see us, we ghosts. We are phantoms. We are phantasmas. Ghost. And it is what it is. Because, whatever is going on out there, we can recreate in our home or at the Hyatt. Sometimes you got to create your own atmosphere.
Thank you,
and
God.
you got to learn to enjoy each other. So, yeah. So let's talk about these friends.
Ooh.
How do you deal with these
so-and-sos?
How do you deal with these disrespectful friends?
And see, I that's beyond me, because
Yes, Tammy. Positive people bring positive vibes. And look, I'm 45 years old. I ain't got time for no negativity. I mean, I got some sage, and that helps or whatever. But me not being present and limiting my access, that helps a lot too. I have more positive vibes that way. And you will attract more positive people.
I don't have friends like that. So, I mean, when folks start disrespecting him or our relationship, I pretty much, I cut you off at the neck. I don't forget the knees, the neck. So I'm done with you. Like, if anything is like, I just sit back and I just take a back seat and I'm like, and I pretty much wait for him to say his piece about whatever, but I don't cut you off at the
Well,
neck.
see, listen, let me tell y'all something about me and disrespect. That's like number 1A, might be number 1 on my list as it relates to friends and family, that it's best for me to disconnect because I goes off.
Yeah.
And I become a whole nother person. And some of y'all, all y'all know is the church me. But let me tell y'all something. There is a street N-word down on the inside of me.
And I don't have time for that, so I don't go there. No.
Right. And rather than me do something to embarrass her or embarrass us, we just we don't participate. We don't come. It's just, So, and now, granted, people gonna make compliments. They're gonna see she's beautiful and she's dressed nice, or she may have a nice fragrance. That's fine. That's cool. Right. I ain't got no problems with it. But not blatant disrespect will get your ass busted.
I ain't got time for it.
And not in a way that some people want it to be busted. So yeah. And then too, what we learn to do, we just don't introduce ourselves in those type of environments. Yeah. We generally go around people that are respectful of relationships and respectful of marriage.
Yeah.
And most people know me, don't even try it.
That's true.
Most people know, I wouldn't even do Moss like that. I wouldn't do Terry like that.
Right.
So most people have a high level of respect for us. And then let me tell you something. If we wanted your behind, we'll let you know.
Yeah.
Either way.
We don't.
Yeah, but we don't. It's
Yeah,
we don't. So there you go. Now, Kenny said something that was very profound. He said, yes, marriage is different from just being in a relationship. Yeah, when you are in a marriage, I believe that the responsibility is kind of totally different. But the relationship status is a precursor to marriage.
Yeah.
I mean, and if you don't have any morals and any standards in your relationship, what is to say that's going to carry over into a marriage? Because most of the time, if a person is nasty and trifling in a relationship, they're going to be the same way in their marriage.
Absolutely.
It's gonna be hard for them to transition because they've been doing them and doing that and doing it that way for so long that they're not genuine. What's genuine is you've been trifling.
Right. That's real.
So I understand what you're saying, but good practice, just have good relationships. First of all, do people the way you want to be done. Treat people the way that you want to be treated. And if that is respectfully.
But personally, I mean, your marriage, you got the piece of paper. But if you're in an exclusive relationship, that's very close, if not similar to marriage.
Yeah. If you're exclusive, you shouldn't be out here whoring around. You shouldn't be out here slinging peen and popping puss. You just shouldn't.
That's nasty.
If you in an exclusive relationship,
right,
which means you exclusively give it to the person you exclusive with.
Right, and that's the way most traditional marriages are.
Yeah, and most traditional relations. However, we in 2019 and people has got all kinds of dynamics for a relationship, and that ain't none of my business.
Well, apparently,
but just be exclusive.
That's not the dynamics of the.
No, but we ain't got to go that deep with it.
This ladder.
Yeah. Keith said a genuine friendship is a marriage. In a marriage is an amazing base. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, this is what we learned is that sometimes we talk to each other like we are friends rather than husband and wife.
If that makes sense.
If that makes sense. Case in point. If there's a nice booty that she may see, she'll show me. She'll be like, hey, Moss, what about this one? That's something that me and my boys would do. That's something that me and the fellas would. Hey, bro, look at this butt right here. Look at its the plumpness and the roundness and the curve and the cup right there. The jiggle factor. That's something that me and the boys would talk about.
Oh, that's a Fitbit thick.
Yes, fit. Yes. Yes, God. That's how we deal with each other. Some people, oh, that's disrespectful. No, we have an understanding. Because at the end of the day, I ain't getting with old girl.
No.
She ain't getting with old girl or old dude.
No.
So, I mean, it's just something that we have an understanding about. So.
Juicing ass.
Yeah. So, and then people don't understand that, but it's a dynamic to our relationship that everybody ain't got to understand, and we don't got to try to make you to understand. And if you don't understand, that's fine and good.
Because your thing might be, say, a female that likes a woman that likes sports, and her dude likes sports. That might be your friend relationship. That
right,
you have
connection. Yeah.
So it's the same difference.
Yeah. So yeah. What time is it? Oh, okay.
We're good.
So what did y'all feel? What is y'all opinion? How should this brother handle this situation?
Should he leave?
Should he leave?
Should he stay?
Should he stay?
Should he forgive? How does he go about forgiving?
Yeah. Anybody else? Anybody been in this situation before? Whether it was you that got caught up, or it was you that witnessed the catching up. I mean, what advice would you give to your younger self? Because
in this case, he probably needs some time apart from her.
Hold on. What's going on, Brandon Harris? Listen, I need your phone number, man. I need your information. I don't want to give my number out on here because people are foul. I will find you after this broadcast, man, or send us an inbox or something. But I need your information, bro. I miss you. I didn't even know you was on here.
But yeah, they might need to have some time apart to what's the word?
Regroup.
That's it.
But you know what? Sometimes when you've had this level of breach, I am an advocate for times of separation, but in some cases, I don't believe that they need time apart.
They need time together.
I believe that they need time together because that's going to help build that level of trust. Because if you separate, you live in two separate areas, you might be sitting at home thinking, what is that joker doing now? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. They have time and opportunity and chance to do other stuff. And when you're together, that kind of safeguards you and claps away the cats.
But maybe they need to separate, not so much.
Go to another room.
No, I'm talking about not from each other, but separate from the family.
Oh, yeah, definitely separate from the family and friends. And they are not that important. You can get new friends. And regroup. When your relationship is healed, you will attract some healed people and y'all will have more enjoyable times together. Yeah. What's going on, Malloy? You been missing, lady. We got to get with you too. But yeah, I mean.
That's the separation they need.
Right. They need to pull away. Why is it that we are afraid to pull away from people?
Because we as people.
Not us. We don't have no problem with pulling away with people and having that popping between us. We a party. We a mobile party by ourselves. All right. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But is that feeling of inclusiveness? Inclusive. Yeah. That's the thing, the belonging in a group and that affirmation of feeling like you belong here and I'm comfortable here, and that's what the problem is. That's why we just need that connection.
And you know what it is about us is that people love for us to be around. I think because they realize we know how to have a good time by ourselves.
Yeah, we do.
Listen, some of our best times ain't been with no crowd.
My God.
It ain't been with no crowd. You know, and we try to be low key with stuff, but I mean, you better learn to have a good time by yourselves.
You better know how to recreate.
You better learn how to do it. You better learn how to be a visionary. Malloy, I know you ain't got no heavy coat on. It's still summertime. Get you some chicken livers. Get your blood up. Or some red wine.
Yes. She was just at the vineyard. I know you got some bottles.
Yeah. But yeah, you gotta learn to
tap into your creativity. To get what you need. Out of your relationship.
We need to do a live about that because, you know, a lot of people are afraid of that. For a while we were, but it was because we were so churched.
And I was like,
and religious. It got on my nerves.
We can't.
Listen, I've always been a freak. I've always been different and peculiar. Always. But I just learned to suppress stuff and just be like.
Because when we were dating, I mean, I love God and everything. But I was like very wide open. And then.
Well, what happened?
And then we got married, and then it was church, and then I felt like, we shouldn't do this, we shouldn't do that. I don't know. That's crazy, right?
That's a fool mess.
I don't know, because I was wide open. You know it. I'm there again. Ha, ha, ha.
Yeah, so. And then, yeah, so. You got to learn to be creative.
That's it.
I done told y'all better get some masks and some wigs and some clothing and some outfits and some lights and some music and help your marriage, help your relationship. Y'all better stop taking relationship and marriage advice from folk who are not happy, whose relationship is not healthy. Now, one thing about the Mosses, the way we are on this camera is the way we are off camera. And those of you that know us, that have been in, y'all know we just say, we might be a little bit more, we're a lot more turned up actually off camera. This is a little sedated version. But yeah.
Like Kim said, you get lost in a crowd. And yes.
That is so true, Kim. You can get lost in a crowd, and then the level of influence, you might feel a level of peer pressure to be like everybody else and to do what everybody else is doing, even though it might not be healthy or complementary to your relationship.
Right, and you do stuff.
You feel like do stuff to impress other people. No.
And to be seen,
right.
To get that attention and
right.
That
yeah.
boost. You know, Kim, that boost.
That boost. I done shut mine down.
That boost. All right, Malloy, we don't need you to testify how of a mess we are.
Who Malloy said what?
A mess.
Don't do it, my Lord. But yeah, you have to be, in marriage, you have to be creative. And listen, this is a shameless plug for our book. We get ready to do a marketing launch 4-hour book. I'm not going to tell you what the title of the book is, but we're going to let y'all know where you need to leave your panties. We're going to let you know where you need to leave your panties, ladies, and men where you need to leave your boxers.
Not draws. Is draws a dirty word? It sounds dirty. I mean, it just sounds like...
That's an old school
draws.
word. Well, men don't wear Speedos. Not most of us anyway.
I know, but the word draws just sounds so...
Oh, no. I'm fine with draws.
Boxers sounds better. I like that.
Okay, all right, like boxers. We're gonna teach y'all and share with y'all where you need to leave your panties and your boxers. What else we gonna tell you?
At that door.
Keith, you a mess. We're gonna tell y'all. We're gonna show you what that mouth do. We're gonna show you. But we're gonna get in that a little bit later. Y'all just have to keep worrying us about this book. So yeah.
What she say?
Dogs.
I miss you, girl.
Yes, where you need to leave your thogs. Your thongs and your thogs.
And your tongs.
And your tongs. So we're going to talk about it, but not tonight. So yeah, I mean, if y'all have anything else to contribute to the conversation, by all means, leave it in the comment section. We check the comments after the broadcast is over. We reply. We want the conversation to continue. So there might be a whole lot more that's said. So as we think, or as you think, post so we can interact and keep the conversation going. Yep.
How you keep getting in and out of this?
I don't know. It's all right. So yeah, that's pretty much it that we got tonight. Thank y'all for y'all's participation. If you want a shirt, hit us up, let us know. I think that's about it.
If you got any topics, you're going to send us an email at officialmossmill@gmail.com.
Or inbox. Either way.
What else?
I think that's about it.
That's it, guys.
Yeah. So thank you all for your time, your attention, and for sharing. Again, let's keep the conversation going in the comments. Y'all share a story with us about, when a family or family member or friend, interjected in your relationship. How did you handle it? What happened? Let's talk about some stuff. A lot of times, people drop off after the live is over, and the conversation the momentum of the conversation doesn't build. But let's build it, because I know y'all done had plenty family and friends to be in y'all's business. So,
or you divulge too much information, and as you reflect and think about what you've shared with family members, you be like, dang, I shouldn't have told them that. And that's probably why they gave this information to me. So what have you done to cause your relationships to possibly fail. That you could have learned from.
Or reach a tough spot.
Yeah, and you've learned from it.
And you've learned from it, yeah.
And you know not to repeat that. So you can help other people not repeat or do what you've done.
Yeah. All right. I don't know. I just touched my leg and started bleeding.
Okay, nice.
All right. Well, thank you again for supporting. And we're going to bid y'all a good night.
Yeah.
It was something that we said. Oh, go to youtube.com. Type in Moss Mill Live and subscribe, please, ma'am, please, sir.
Hit that notification.
Hit that notification bell. I told y'all if we get to 100 subscribers tonight, there's going to be a special appearance by somebody great. And I'm going to tell you, it's going to bless your life. A lot of y'all have never witnessed the comedic side of my life, but I'm telling you, it will bless you if you do. But you got to help us get them numbers. If not, he'll wait till whenever we get them numbers. All right? Thank you so much. Y'all have a great night.
Bye, guys.